Chapter 1. The Invitation. In the year 2230, Earth's skyline was a harmonious blend of sleek skyscrapers and lush green spaces, a testament to humanity's resilience and ingenuity. Over the decades, the planet had undergone a remarkable transformation. Once marred by pollution and overpopulation, Earth had found a new balance through technological advancements and a global commitment to environmental restoration. Now, towering structures of glass and steel intermingled with vast expanses of greenery, creating an urban landscape that was both futuristic and sustainable. Sarah stood at the edge of a training mat in a secret facility, her heart racing as she clutched a shimmering invitation in her hand. The letter, embossed with the emblem of the Zentor, an intergalactic alliance of advanced alien races, had arrived unexpectedly that morning. It beckoned select humans to participate in a combat tournament that promised glory and unprecedented challenges. She had heard whispers of the Zentor, tales of their unmatched technological prowess and their strict code of honor. But to receive an invitation from them was something she had never imagined. "Can you believe this?" she murmured to herself, her fingers tracing the intricate designs on the invitation. The thought of facing aliens in combat sent a thrill through her, but alongside that excitement was a tinge of apprehension. What if they underestimated her? What if they didn't respect her skills as a martial artist? Sarah had spent her entire life honing her craft. Born into a family of martial artists, she had been training since she could walk. Her father, a revered master, had taught her the importance of discipline, precision, and the pursuit of perfection. Under his guidance, she had mastered numerous styles, blending them into a unique form that was both fluid and powerful. Despite her achievements, she had always felt a longing for something more, a challenge that would push her beyond her limits. As she prepared for the day, she felt the weight of responsibility settle on her shoulders. She was not just representing herself, but all of humanity. With a deep breath, she composed herself, ready to gather her fellow competitors. Chapter 2. The Team Assembles. The spacious training facility buzzed with energy as her teammates arrived, each one handpicked for their unique martial arts backgrounds. There was Marcus, a Brazilian jiu-jitsu master known for his grappling skills and unparalleled strength. His muscular build and calm demeanor belied a fierce competitive spirit. Then there was May, a formidable taekwondo practitioner with lightning-fast kicks and impeccable balance. Her agility and precision made her a force to be reckoned with in any match. They exchanged glances filled with a mix of excitement and anxiety as they congregated around Sarah. The facility, hidden deep within a mountainous region, was equipped with state-of-the-art training equipment and advanced holographic simulators designed to mimic various combat scenarios. "Did you really think we'd be fighting aliens?" Marcus asked, a hint of disbelief in his voice. "I thought this was just some elaborate prank." "It's real, Marcus," Sarah insisted, her voice steady. "The Zentor are inviting us to compete. We can show them what we're made of." May crossed her arms, skepticism etched on her face. "But without weapons, we're going to be at a disadvantage. They have advanced technology. We're just humans." "Exactly," Sarah replied, her passion igniting. "That's why we need to focus on our strengths. Martial arts are about skill, agility, and strategy. We can use our bodies as our weapons." "Sure, but what if they come at us with energy weapons?" Marcus interjected, his brow furrowing with concern. "That's a whole different level of combat." "Then we adapt," Sarah countered, her eyes fierce with determination. "We're not just brawlers. We're martial artists. We can outmaneuver them. We have to believe in ourselves." The room fell silent as her teammates exchanged glances, contemplating her words. Sarah could sense their uncertainty, but also their curiosity. The thrill of the unknown lingered in the air, and she knew they needed to rally together to forge a bond stronger than any weaponry the Zentor could wield. Chapter 3. Training begins. "Let's train harder than ever before," she urged, her voice rising. "We refine our techniques, work on our strategies, and prepare for anything they throw at us. This is our chance to prove that strength isn't just about technology. It's about spirit and skill." As the team began to stretch and warm up, a sense of camaraderie began to blossom. They exchanged playful banter, laughter mingling with the tension of the impending challenge. But beneath the surface, shadows of doubt loomed large. Sarah could feel it in the way they moved, the hesitation in their strikes. "The truth is, we're stepping into the unknown, and fear often thrives in uncertainty," May said, her voice softer now. "We're fighting for humanity. We have to show them that we are capable and that we deserve respect." Exactly, Sarah chimed in, her resolve fortifying. And we will. We have to trust in our training and in each other. Their training regimen was intense. Mornings began with rigorous physical conditioning, followed by hours of technique drills and sparring sessions. Afternoons were dedicated to strategy discussions and mental conditioning exercises, designed to sharpen their focus and reaction times. Evenings were spent analyzing footage of their previous matches and studying the combat styles of potential opponents. As the sun dipped lower in the sky, casting long shadows across the facility, Sarah's heart swelled with a mix of excitement and dread. They were preparing to face an alien race, a test that could redefine their understanding of combat. But with every punch and kick, she felt their confidence building, a shared determination woven into their movements. Yet, even as they trained, a whisper of doubt lingered in her mind. Would the Zentaur really accept them as equals, or would they see them merely as primitive beings unworthy of their advanced battlefield? As she watched her friends spar, the weight of uncertainty hung heavy in the air, hinting that the challenges they faced were far greater than the matches ahead. Chapter 4. Arrival on the Zentaur homeworld. As the sleek starship glided through the vibrant atmosphere of the Zentaur homeworld, Sarah's heart raced with a mix of exhilaration and trepidation. The ship's landing gear engaged with a soft thud, and the ramp descended, revealing a vast arena that shimmered under multiple suns. Towering spires of iridescent metal surrounded them, pulsating with energy and life. The Zentaur homeworld was a breathtaking sight. The architecture was unlike anything Sarah had ever seen, a blend of organic forms and advanced technology. Buildings seemed to grow out of the ground, their surfaces covered in bioluminescent patterns that shifted and changed with the light. The air was filled with the hum of alien machinery and the scent of unfamiliar flora. Sarah stepped off the ship, her fellow competitors trailing behind, their expressions a blend of awe and anxiety. "Look at that," whispered Mark, one of the younger fighters, his eyes wide as he took in the spectacle. "I've never seen anything like it." The air buzzed with the hum of advanced technology, and the ground trembled slightly as alien warriors clad in intricate armor strode past them, their presence commanding and intimidating. They were a stark contrast to the humans, who wore simple martial arts uniforms, a symbol of their dedication to unarmed combat. As they gathered in a tight circle, Sarah felt a wave of solidarity wash over her. "All right, team," she said, her voice firm despite the uncertainty swirling in her mind. "This is our chance to show them what we've got. We may not have their technology, but we have something just as powerful: our skills." Before any of her teammates could respond, a group of Zentaur warriors approached, their expressions unreadable. One, taller than the rest, stepped forward, a sneer curling his lips. "You think to challenge us with your bare hands? How quaint!" His words dripped with condescension, and laughter erupted from the group. Sarah clenched her fists, the taunts striking a nerve. "We may not have weapons," she replied, her voice steady, "but martial arts is about technique, precision, and strategy. Underestimate us at your own risk." "Martial arts?" the Zentaur warrior scoffed. "How amusing. We'll see how you fare against our advanced weaponry." With that, he turned on his heel, the laughter of his comrades echoing in the air. The atmosphere grew tense as Sarah's teammates exchanged glances filled with doubt. "Do you really think we can beat them without weapons?" Mark asked, his voice barely above a whisper. "We have to believe in our training," Sarah replied, her resolve hardening. "We've come too far to back down now." She could see their spirits wavering, but she refused to let fear take root. They were not just fighting for themselves, they were representing humanity. Chapter 5. The first match. As they moved deeper into the arena, the crowd began to gather, a mix of Zentaur and other alien species. The vibrant colors and exotic sounds filled the air, creating an electric atmosphere. Sarah took a deep breath, centering herself as she prepared for the first round. The announcer's voice boomed, echoing through the arena, introducing the competitors. "Let the tournament commence," he declared, and the crowd erupted in cheers and chants. Sarah's heart raced as she stepped forward, her mind focused on the upcoming battle. She glanced back at her team, who were now visibly more determined, their earlier doubts beginning to dissipate. The first match was announced, and Sarah's opponent, a hulking Zentaur warrior equipped with a laser whip, stepped into the arena with an air of confidence. The alien's weapon crackled with energy, illuminating the surroundings in a menacing glow. "You think you can challenge me without a weapon?" he taunted, twirling the whip. Sarah steadied her breath, her mind racing through the techniques she had practiced for years. "Let's find out," she replied, her voice unwavering. The match began, and as the Zentaur warrior lashed out with the whip, Sarah's agility took over. She ducked and rolled, her movements fluid and precise. The crowd gasped, their jeers turning into murmurs of intrigue as she countered with a series of swift strikes. Each blow she landed seemed to chip away at the Zentaur's confidence, and with each movement Sarah felt the tide beginning to shift. "Look at her go," Mark exclaimed, his voice rising above the din of the crowd. "She's amazing." With each passing moment, Sarah's determination grew, not just to win, but to prove that strength could come from discipline and skill rather than technology. As she advanced in the match, her heart surged with the weight of her team's hopes. This was their moment to shine, to show the Zentaur that humanity was not to be underestimated. As she prepared for the final strike, Sarah knew that this was just the beginning. The journey ahead would be fraught with challenges, but they were ready to face whatever the tournament had in store for them. In that arena, surrounded by the eyes of countless alien spectators, they would redefine what it meant to be powerful. Before proceeding, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Chapter 6. Bonds and Alliances. After the adrenaline of the first match began to subside, the reality of their situation settled in. Sarah's victory had been impressive, but the road ahead was long and fraught with danger. The team gathered in their quarters, a sleek metallic room provided by the Zentaur, designed for optimal rest and recovery. "We did it," Marcus said, his voice filled with a mix of relief and pride. "But that was just one match. We need to be ready for anything." Sarah agreed, sensing the weight of leadership on her shoulders. "You're right. We'll study their movements, learn from each match, and adapt. Remember, our strength is our unity and our versatility. We train in various styles, and we can use that to our advantage." Over the next few days, they watched and analyzed the other matches. Each alien fighter had unique skills and weapons, from plasma blades to telekinetic abilities. The team trained rigorously, adapting their techniques to counter the diverse threats. During their training, Sarah formed a bond with an unexpected ally. Tarek, a Zentaur warrior who had been observing them, approached her. He was different from the others, curious rather than condescending. "Your fighting style intrigues me," Tarek said one evening as Sarah practiced alone. "It's fluid, unlike our rigid techniques." Sarah paused, catching her breath. "Our styles are about adaptability and using an opponent's strength against them. Why are you telling me this?" Tarek's eyes gleamed with a mix of respect and something else, a hint of rebellion. "Not all Zentaur believe in brute force. Some of us admire skill and strategy. I wish to learn from you, and perhaps teach you some of our ways." Their secret training sessions became a blend of human and Zentaur techniques. Tarek's insights into his people's combat styles provided Sarah with invaluable knowledge, while she introduced him to the philosophy of martial arts. "Your people value technology over technique," Sarah said one night, after a particularly grueling session. "But there's strength in understanding one's own body and mind." Tarek nodded thoughtfully. "And there's wisdom in knowing when to combine the two. Perhaps together we can find a balance." Their alliance grew, built on mutual respect and the desire to learn from each other. Tarek's presence brought a new dimension to their training, and the team began to incorporate Zentaur strategies into their own, blending the best of both worlds. Chapter 7. The Turning Point. As the tournament progressed, the team faced increasingly formidable opponents. Each victory boosted their confidence, but also highlighted the escalating difficulty. They fought against aliens with superior physical strength, those who could manipulate elements, and even those who could alter reality itself. One evening, after a narrow victory against a telepathic opponent, the team gathered, exhausted but exhilarated. Sarah addressed them, her voice filled with pride and determination. "We're proving to them that humanity is not to be underestimated, but our toughest challenges are still ahead. We must stay united and continue to push our limits." Their next opponent was a formidable Zentaur warrior named Jaxar, known for his ruthless tactics and mastery of multiple advanced weapons. As the team prepared, Tarek approached Sarah with a grave expression. "Jaxar is dangerous. He's not just skilled, he's brutal. Be careful." Sarah nodded, appreciating the warning. The match against Jaxar was unlike any they had faced. He wielded an array of energy weapons with precision and ferocity. forcing Sarah to draw upon every ounce of her training and Tarek's teachings. The battle was intense, with Jaxar's relentless attacks pushing Sarah to her limits. But her adaptability and the team's unwavering support turned the tide. Using a combination of human agility and Zentaur techniques, she disarmed Jaxar, securing a hard-fought victory. The crowd erupted in a mixture of astonishment and respect. Sarah, panting and bruised, extended a hand to Jaxar. He hesitated before grasping it, a silent acknowledgement of her prowess. The victory over Jaxar marked a turning point. The Zentaur and other alien spectators began to view the human team with newfound respect. The skepticism that had initially greeted them was slowly being replaced by admiration and curiosity. Chapter 8. Secrets Unveiled. As the tournament neared its climax, the team uncovered a startling revelation. Hidden within the arena's depths, they discovered a covert operation, where some of the Zentaur were experimenting on other alien species, enhancing their combat abilities unnaturally. Sarah and Tarek investigated further, their alliance growing stronger. Tarek, disillusioned by his people's actions, decided to help expose the truth. They gathered evidence, documenting the unethical practices. "We need to stop this," Sarah said, her voice filled with resolve. "It's not just about the tournament anymore, it's about justice." With Tarek's help, they devised a plan to reveal the Zentaur's secrets during the final match, where the entire galaxy would be watching. The discovery added a new layer of tension to the tournament. The team had to balance their training with their covert investigation, ensuring that their plan to expose the Zentaur's practices would succeed without jeopardizing their chances in the competition. Chapter 9. The Final Battle. The day of the final match arrived, and the arena was filled to capacity. The atmosphere was charged with anticipation as Sarah and her team prepared to face their final opponent, a Zentaur champion named Drakkar, who was rumored to be invincible. As they stepped into the arena, holographic screens displayed their images, and the crowd roared. Drakkar, towering and imposing, wielded advanced weaponry that glowed ominously. Before the match began, Tarek, disguised as a Zentaur official, approached the central control panel. With a swift motion, he broadcasted the evidence they had gathered, revealing the Zentaur's unethical experiments to the entire galaxy. Gasps and murmurs filled the arena as the truth unfolded. The Zentaur council members, caught off guard, scrambled to respond. Drakkar, enraged by the disruption, attacked with ferocity. The final battle was a whirlwind of energy blasts, rapid movements, and sheer willpower. Sarah and her team fought with everything they had, their bond and training tested to the limit. As the battle reached its peak, Sarah remembered Tarek's teachings. Using a combination of human and Zentaur techniques, she managed to disarm Drakkar, delivering a decisive blow that left him incapacitated. The arena fell silent, the gravity of the moment sinking in. Sarah, bruised and exhausted, stood victorious. The Zentaur Council, forced to acknowledge their wrongdoings, faced immense pressure from the galactic community. Chapter 10. A New Beginning. In the aftermath, the Zentaur Council announced reforms, pledging to end unethical practices and promote fair competition. Tarek, hailed as a hero by both humans and Zentaur, became a bridge between the two species. Sarah and her team returned to Earth as champions, celebrated not just for their victories but for their courage in standing up for justice. Their journey had transformed them, forging bonds that transcended species and proving that true strength lay not in technology, but in unity, skill, and the indomitable human spirit. As they looked toward the future, Sarah knew that their story was just beginning. The galaxy had seen what humanity was capable of, and together they would continue to push the boundaries of what was possible, one step at a time. Their experience had not only enhanced their combat skills, but had also instilled a profound sense of purpose and a deeper understanding of the importance of justice and ethical conduct. Back on Earth, the team's accomplishments inspired a new generation of martial artists and sparked a movement that emphasized the integration of technology with traditional techniques. The blend of human ingenuity and alien knowledge led to advancements that benefited not only combat, but also other fields such as medicine, engineering, and environmental conservation. Sarah's leadership and the team's unity became a symbol of what humanity could achieve when faced with seemingly insurmountable challenges. They continued to train, not just for future tournaments, but to ensure they could protect their planet and uphold the values they had fought so hard to defend. In the Zentaur homeworld, Tarek's influence grew, and he worked tirelessly to promote understanding and cooperation between different species. His efforts led to the establishment of an intergalactic council dedicated to ethical practices and the fair treatment of all beings. The tournament had been a catalyst for change, and its impact resonated throughout the galaxy. The bonds forged in the heat of battle proved that despite differences in appearance, culture, and technology, there was a common ground where mutual respect and shared goals could flourish. Sarah often reflected on their journey, knowing that their victory was not just in the arena, but in the hearts and minds of those they had inspired. The story of their courage and determination would be told for generations, a testament to the power of unity and the enduring spirit of humanity. If you enjoy this video, then don't forget to like the video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell.